I'm right now. Why are you teaching me? I'm teaching you right now. Why? Because when I discuss with you about this thing, conjunction. Okay. So a part of conjunction will be subordinating and coordinating. Okay. And in subordinating conjunction, you have to understand clause. I mean, it is necessary. It is necessary for you to understand clause in subordinating conjunction. Okay. In coordinating, it is not needed. Now the thing is that Arman, students have the misconception that मैम we have हम लोग तो इधर सीखने के लिए आए, हम लोग को इंग्लिश सीखना है, हम लोग फटाफट बोलना चाहते, तो ये फटाफट बोलने के लिए ना some time is required. Every concept of grammar is important. Why? Because whenever you're giving the speech, whenever you're saying something, your speech needs to be fluent. The other day, let me share my experience before I start the class. I've given my presentation here. The other day till today, I'm getting so many calls from different organizations all over India. Chennai, particularly South India, Arman, compared to North India, is extremely advanced. They give lot of focus to accent. Okay. They give lot of focus to accent because right now I'm not satisfied with my accent. I'm trying my best. I mean, if I adopt the American style, that also, I mean, to a certain extent will come again to India. But actually, my voice is my problem. I don't have any problem. Like the person who interviewed me from Chennai, he told me, ma'am, nothing problem. Your explanation, everything is okay. He told me, as you told me the other day, little bit of speed. That I have already curtailed, but I'm trying that more to curtail down. But another thing he told me, accent. But see, Arman, students like you, students like the batch, in evening batch I'm having, if I always speak in European and American accent, no, so it will be difficult for them to understand.
Understand, right?
The thing is that we need to keep in mind that we are Indians. That I told my son also. Okay, my son just left today for his Delhi flight. I think by the time he has already reached or not. I don't know. He didn't give me a call. 10 a.m. The flight started from Kolkata. So it will take nearly 2.5 hours. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
think
next he calls me, I have to pick up the call. Okay. So yeah. So that is what I want to tell you. So the accent is very important here. Accent is important as well as the fluency. এবার just a minute, হ্যাঁ পৌঁছেছো? কি দিল্লি এয়ারপোর্টে আছো? কিছু খাবে তো? কোথায় মানে এতে ক্যাম্পাসে পৌঁছে খাবে? অনেকটা গ্যাপ পড়ে যাবে ডিম্পু, তুমি একটুখানি কেক ফেক খেয়ে নাও কিছু, এয়ারপোর্টে তো টাইম আছে, একটুখানি খেয়ে নি তারপরে স্টার্ট করো না, মেট্রো ধরবে বলে তাড়া করছো কি? হ্যাঁ তো ক্যাবে যেতে যেতে খেয়ে নেবে, ক্যাবে যেতে কতক্ষণ লাগবে, 1 ঘন্টা লাগবে। হ্যাঁ কেকটা অন্তত, কেকটা যদি সুটকেসে থাকে তাহলে হাতের কাছে কিছু থাকলে খেয়ে নাও, একটু বড় যে আমি একটুখানি বার করবো, কারণ পেট খালি হয়ে যাবে তোমার, শুধু দই আর কলা খেয়ে আছো। ক্যাম্পাসে পৌঁছাতে বিকেল 4টে বেজে যাবে, এখন তুমি তো 7টা 7:30টায় খেয়েছো, তাহলে হ্যাঁ তুমি দেখো সেটা, মানে যদি অশোকার ক্যাব নেবে, ঠিক আছে, আর পৌঁছে আমাকে ফোন করো। হ্যাঁ আর একটু খাওয়া দাওয়াটা কাল আজকে আজকে একটু বুঝে করো, ঠিক আছে। উবের কেন অশোকা শাটল নেই? ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, উবের যাবে তো অশোকা অব্দি, মানে ওর সুটকেসটা নামাতে পেরেছিলে, সুটকেসটা বার করেছো চেকিং থেকে? আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, লাগেজটা দেখে কালেক্ট করে দিয়ে দেখো কিছু যদি খেয়ে নিতে পারো হালকা করে। হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, আমাকে জানিও। ওকে ওকে। Oh, that is why I was just telling you, Norman, he has just reached the Delhi airport. Okay. It takes 2.5 hours from Kolkata. Yeah. 10 a.m. the flight started. Right now it landed. So it is approximately 2.5 hours. And the luggage is
2.5 hours,
extremely heavy. The luggage is extremely heavy actually. So that is why I told him to eat something. He just went out from his, at 7:30 he had 2 bananas and one bowl of curd, homemade curd. Okay. So he will reach the campus by 4. So the stomach will remain empty
yeah,
now. So I told him, but everything, whatever we have given him, I may have given him my baked cake, then that kebab, we have made everything, I've given him, but that is in the suitcase. So it's saying that it will be very costly.
yeah,
The metro is when the petrol is having lot of rush, so he will hire a Uber. Okay, he will hire a Uber from there and he will go reach the campus. It will be a little bit expensive. So I told him to do everything by daylight. Yeah.
We
Because
also take.
every time he comes by flight only and he departs also by flight. But the thing is that the everything is in his luggage. You're given for checking. Okay, you're not given in his cabin.
Yeah,
Na? Food items are not allowed in cabin. You have to give for
yeah,
checking.
yeah. Taking
I
also
mean,
taking time to boarding.
Thursday went extremely hectic for me. Yeah, I couriered to my friend in Delhi. She received it. She stays in Rohini. Okay.
Mm.
And my son also took it. And then I gave it to one of my maid and another two for my cat. So the same cake he's taking today, I baked it. I told him that you consume it quickly because now even if it is winter and it is extremely cold now in Delhi,
No, no, now temperature
today
is
it is a little bit less, no?
less.
Less,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, less. Yeah, it is less.
Thank
Comparison
God.
to
Few days back it was
last week.
extremely cold. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
really, really. Extremely
So I
cold
told
last
him to follow
week.
up occasionally because he's not so much like, I mean, when if he anytime plans to visit, then I will share your number. He can call you, tell me the time of calling. Generally, weekends will be visiting. I mean, if he wants to visit with his friends, as you told me, that Lotus Temple and all those, Red Fort.
Mhm.
So then I can give your number and he can accordingly talk and you can guide him.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Depends.
Okay, so see this now, yeah. What I was telling, clause is equal to subject plus verb. So we need to keep in mind that part of clause is a subject and the remaining part of the sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I want to tell you, Arman, before I start my presentation. Today
Mhm.
you be a, like a judge. Huh? I mean, why I'm telling you, be a student also. And Shabaj is also recording. Just let me see whether he has vanished or he's there. No, he's there. Why I'm telling you to be a judge? Because see, other organization, they're also calling me. They are taking my demo and they want to see my way of delivery. You understand? You be a judge in the sense that you notice two things. I will turn on my voice recorder. Shawaj will also send the thing of this particular class. But I want to why? Because I want to check my accent. Maybe I can change my accent, but you will understand because I will not speak in a like Hindi or any other language. And you keep a check like as if you are the teacher or you are the coordinator. You are watching like accent and speed, both the things. Suppose this is a topic I'm starting with you because some new students are also coming up. Okay, so now see you are satisfied. Everybody is not the same. No, if they don't feel satisfied till date 89, I mean 95% students was satisfied. Okay, but I don't know about the remaining 5%. So you be a judge and you observe everything, and at the end of the thing, after I have explained you, then you tell me. I will ask you questions also in the middle. Then you tell me how was my speed and how was my accent. And if needed, see, Shabaj is already recording. So that recording, I can from here him only I can know the accent. I mean, whether I'm able to change my voice on voice. Changing of voice is very difficult. You understand? I am born with a particular voice and thing. No, so how can I
Yeah,
change
right.
it?
Yeah, it is
Now
difficult
I
to
am
change.
talking, but in the laptop, if I put on in the audio mode, it will take in a different shape. And that
Mm.
I really I don't like that one. You understand? Let me so you be a judge and if you can turn on the recorder also for 5 minutes, you can also send me the recording that ma'am, this is the way you'd give. I mean, if any permission is there in your mobile or laptop, is there any permission? Any recording thing is there? Because
Uh,
it varies as per the mobile also. My mobile may
yes.
have a different way of catching. Yeah.
I let
Only
me
the
check.
presentation part, only the clause portion, not the entire
Yes.
recording for 5
No, no,
minutes.
no, no. Sure, I will do.
You don't have any
Let me
option of
check.
recording. In mobile,
Yeah, I'm checking. Is it any option of recording or not?
you
So
are you
I'm
are
letting.
taking from mobile. You are taking from mobile.
Yeah, yeah. Right now I'm taking from
Oh,
mobile.
that is why you cannot take. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let it be. I have turned on my voice recorder. All the mobiles are not the same. Because when I sang a song in my recorded it here, it sounded in one way. In my son's mobile, it sounded in a different way. So the tuning of all the mobile is not the same. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
tomorrow, yeah,
Just
tomorrow I will join by laptop. Okay.
yeah. Tomorrow you join my laptop. If I'm
Sure,
able
sure.
to take class tomorrow, I will continue. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
More
sure. I will.
actually, I'm up this class. I will see. I will see. I will inform you. Okay. Let us see now. Just a minute. So clause is a group of related words, okay, which contains the subject and the verb. Like if we say a particular sentence, the dog jumped. We need to complete the sentence. The dog jumped where? The dog jumped how? Okay. So the sentence is complete. But we need to give more input to make it a meaningful or thoughtful sentence. Suppose if we
Okay.
say, ma'am, the dog jumped over the wall, or the dog jumped over the fence. Over the wall is not appropriate. Why? Because the wall is inside the house, also inside the room also we have wall, no? So wall will not be appropriate here to use. You can say, man, the dog jumped over the, suppose the fence indicates the barricade. It indicates that it is something outside structure of your garden or of your house. So we can say the dog jumped over the fence. If we say the dog jumped, the sentence is okay. But the sentence is not fully complete. Clause gives an idea about the completion of a particular sentence which is related to subject as well as verb. The subject means we say the doer of the action. It can be an animal, it can be an object. The sun rises in the east. The sun is the subject. It means it's not necessary, it's not mandatory that it has to be a living thing. It can be a non-living thing also. The sun rises in the east. The sun sets in the west. Okay. So in this way, so see the dog jump. If I just put the sentence this much, the sentence will be complete, but it will not have a proper meaning. Okay. Suppose I say, what is your name? Yeah. You don't speak. Let me say, then you speak. Because I've turned on my recorder. The thing is that when I ask you a question, then you say, if I say the dog jumped, the sentence is okay. But if it is better, it is more appropriate to make the sentence a complete one, that ma'am, the dog jumped over the fence. The subject is the dog and the verb is jumped. So clause is an indication. Clause represents what? Clause represents a mixture of both subject plus a verb. Subject is the doer of the action and the verb is the action. In every sentence, suppose if we say, ma'am, I wrote with my pen. So I is the subject and wrote is the verb, and the remaining portion of the sentence we call it predicate. But to explain clause, only the verb is needed. See, that is what they've highlighted in the beginning. Clause is equal to subject plus verb. He smiled at her. So he is the subject, smiled is the verb. He smiled at whom? No, he smiled at her. Okay. Even if you say he smiled, it is okay. But he smiled, I mean, for what purpose? You know, there has to be some reason, there has to be a valid reason, no? That he smiled, okay. So the subject is, the verb is smiled. My teacher told us to read quietly. My teacher told us. Now, if I just block the sentence till this much, my teacher told us. The sentence doesn't get completed. Okay, the sentence doesn't get completed. My teacher told us what? I mean, you need to give a proper meaning to the sentence. Okay, so the thing is that in case of clause, we need to see that the sentence has to have a proper meaning and it needs to get completed in all respect. We cannot say half done sentences. Okay. Now, let's see another sentence. Mom will be home soon. So the verb is be, mom will be. Okay, the form of I will be in your home, I will be reaching office. So these are like maybe use it in a sentence. Now, independent clause. In independent clause is very important. Independent clause represents what? A complete thought. Suppose I say, Arman, I picked up flower. So is the sentence complete? You just tell me. I picked the flower.
No,
I picked a flower.
It
is
not
complete, but it is not complete in all respect, because you will say,
Yeah,
man, I picked a flower. So what does it indicate? I picked a flower for whom, for how? I mean, I picked a flower. There has to be a reason. I picked a flower from the garden, or I picked a flower from my from my garden or from any outside park. Okay. So clause always goes with a particular reason. Okay. Just a minute. Just let me mute and let me listen to the recording once, then I can understand. Just a minute. Huh? On my speed, I think I've reduced. Okay, but my accent, no, I am not satisfied because of my voice. Okay, I mean, I hope that God has given me a different voice like Lataji. Huh? The thing is that I listened a little bit. What do you feel? I mean, speed has reduced a little bit. No, speed.
Speed is okay.
Speed is okay. Accent,
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied. You know why? Because that American or European accent that person is saying, Chennai-based person, that ma'am, you need to give a more of emphasis because the South Indians especially, not the North Indians, okay, they give more. Today now I'm speaking in front of the laptop, the voice is catching in a different way. Suppose if you were standing in front of me face to face, it would have been
But
different.
yeah, but them accent a little different, cause of their them native language. Because
No, no, I'm
some
telling that
they're speaking.
South India, especially Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, these people they give more focus on accent. I mean, the person who spoke to me, I thought he's an Anglo-Indian. I thought he was a Christian.
Yeah,
Christians and Anglo-Indians they speak in a different. You can understand only from their
yeah.
speech.
Focus on
He understood, he understood from my speech that I hail from Bengal. But my YouTube video is totally different. You have seen my YouTube video, the way I promoted Cyber 71 video, no? You have listened to there, no? So that is quite
yeah.
different. Yeah, there the accent is okay. So I try to adopt that style, but don't laugh. Huh? I mean, you say that, ma'am, why you suddenly change? Because I need to work on it. Because my appointment to that organization depends on my accent. He will be giving me batches. He called me yesterday, but he said that, are you working on your accent? Have you reduced your speed?
Hmm.
Anyway, okay, I'm still not trying to change my accent. Again, I'm trying to avoid this. I will delete it again. Just a minute. So see, my mom is nice. So the teacher taught me how to read. So the woman sang a beautiful song. So these sentences, they teach us, they show us that if we say a sentence, we need to complete. The teacher taught. The teacher taught what? The teacher taught me how to read. The woman sang. The woman sang what? The woman sang a beautiful song.
Beautiful song.
Okay. Yeah. If I say the woman sang, the sentence is okay. If I say I picked a flower, the sentence is okay. If I say my mom is nice, then the sentence gets completed. Why? Because I did not put up any valid reason to give explanation for my mom. Because she's my mom and she's nice. She's not anybody else's mom. So she's nice. So that is quite important and nothing extra need to be added there. But if I say the teacher taught me, that woman sang, that the teacher taught me how to read. The woman sang a beautiful song. So in this way it goes. I mean, you need to focus, as I told you, this is the theme of independent clause, which means a complete thought in the sentence. And in dependent clause, what happens? Dependent clause, we give incomplete thoughts. Okay, incomplete thought means, as I told you, see, I will show you certain examples. See, when I picked a flower for you, so I didn't complete the sentence. If I say when I picked a flower for you, I didn't complete the sentence because some portion of the sentence is yet to be completed. When I picked a flower for you, then you are in the garden, then you are driving, or then you are in the bathroom, or then you are in your office. Okay. So one reason has to be attached with the independent and non-dependent clause. Okay. What happened when I picked flower? This is not a complete thought or sentence. If my mom is nice. See, if my mom is nice, something or the other will happen. Okay. If my mom is nice, I mean, if I'm representing my mom, if my mom is nice, then I will call you for dinner to my house. Okay. So that is the way they've said the sentences here. Now, what they're doing here, they are including independent clause, and they are making it independent and dependent together. So how does the complete sentence changes? See, suppose if I say I planted flowers, just see the sentence carefully, Arman, try to understand. If I say I planted flowers, then what happens? The sentence is totally okay. I planted flowers. So what? Okay. If I say I planted flowers because I like flowers, so you are giving an explanation of dependent clause, a reason you're putting up. And it generally starts with a conjunction, and it is a part of subordinate conjunction. If you say I picked flowers because I like you, or because I love flowers, or because I brought it for you, so somebody giving us gift, we can say in that way. So this is the thing to understand, that clause is only a portion of the sentence which gives a complete thought, which will occur only when the entire two clauses are getting added up. You understand? So I think I planted flowers because I I planted flowers because I like flowers. Okay. So in this way it is going. So I have listened to a certain extent. I think it is in different way, no, my delivery. Okay. So you know what happened? That is what I wanted to prove you into today's class, Arman. Everything needs a little bit of practice and some effort. You need to work out
Yes,
on it. You understand? See, as a
sure,
teacher,
sure.
you're observing that in between the class when the recording is going on, because some organizations are telling that I really want to speed a lot more. I mean, several organizations have told me regarding speed because that has become my habit. So it will, that also he told me that my today your speed was less. I cannot go like a local train. Okay, this is an independent closing.
No,
So I
no.
mean, such a slow. Yeah, it will sound funny and
Yeah.
humorous, but yeah, but accent. We do accent. Working on accent is really a matter because we are all born like as Indians. We are all Indians. We are not born in USA and abroad. People who
Yes.
are born abroad, they develop that accent. I see my brother-in-law's son and his grandson came. That guy is only in class 10. He was talking in a quite and purely an American accent because they speak
American,
in that way in
American.
school. Yeah, he's a Bengali, but he's speaking in American accent. Okay. This you don't see dependent marker and also needed. Okay, independent first is okay. Okay, now.
Independent. Yes, okay.
Yeah, I mean independent you have understood. No, independent means which gives a complete thought. Just see again once again. Independent means complete thought. Just see. I picked a flower for you. Complete thought for the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher taught me how to read.
Yeah, yeah, it
Okay.
is
The
completed.
moment I mean, see what you need to give. I have this 15 minutes or 20 minutes of my lecture. The purpose is a meaning has to be there in the sentence. A proper meaning. Then the sentence gets completed. You understand?
Yes. So I ask you one question that
Now you can ask me. Now you can ask me. So long I've been explaining. Now you can ask me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So is it any
Is it any what?
formula or like a structure that we can always make the sentence, clause sentence? Is it any form structure?
See, formula, it is not a math subject of mathematics. Okay, it is not mathematics, first of all. It is English. The difference between
Mhm.
maths and English, in maths, you have to, like, suppose difficult sums are given, you need to apply. They are related to each other. I mean, they are two one way. This my uncle used to say this, that if you don't understand the concept of mathematics, you cannot understand any subject. He was absolute, but I was not so good in maths, but I was good in English. Okay, I
Mhm.
was good in English because I've written in my blog magazines. I've written for my poems. Okay, and when I went to US, I stayed there for 2 months. There also the American person who met me. I mean, there was a particular dental clinic where I visited for my tooth problem. She told me that your English is very strong. So the thing is that Arman, in English, as you're saying, whatever we are learning, we need to only implement it in a proper way. Whenever you're giving a speech, you need to keep in mind short, simple sentence. The sentence should be complete. Then only the matter of dependent and independent gets clear. Suppose you say, ma'am, I ran quickly to reach, I ran quickly to the station to board the train because I was late, and my friends had arranged a picnic trip. So see, I ran quickly when you are saying, so how fast did you run? You ran quickly. Automatically adverb is coming. Now, if I say that, ma'am, I ran quickly, you're not saying anything else. So I ran quickly to reach the platform in this way.
Purple is below. The word is purple is below.
Those they're not needed. Now you see, when I picked a flower for you, so this is not a complete thought, no. If my mom is nice, yeah. Clause will take some time or money. Everything cannot be done in one day. Clause also I
One
will
day,
do, conjunction also I will do, yeah. Let it take time. You're taking 4 days class, you need not worry. 50% of the grammar portion you have already completed.
completed,
Now
yeah.
clause, conjunction, yeah. Clause, conjunction, conditional. This week I will try to finish off everything related to conjunction, conditional. Next week I can start with active, passive, and then direct, indirect. These are the things which are needed, and then the speaking is also going on. And I'm giving you already covered the 2FL topics. I have to cover the IELTS question answer list. Then there is academy related some questions. They also sent it to me. But I mean, different things I can discuss. So just see, if my mom is nice, so then what happens? If my mom is nice, I say something. If my mom is nice, then I will visit your house. So the sentence remains half done, incomplete. You understand? While my teacher taught me to read. While my teacher taught me to read, then another teacher taught me to write. Okay, or my father taught me to write in this way. So you have to give a complete meaning. You understand? Independent clause means the sentence is complete. Clause will take time. I cannot cover everything in one particular session. Today you do only clause. See, in independent clause, complete thought. I picked a flower for you, I added in red. Why? Because if you say picked a flower, then also it is a sentence. It is not I picked. What I picked? I didn't pick any stone or anything like that. I picked a flower. Okay. The teacher taught me how to read. The teacher taught me, if you say, is it enough? The teacher taught me how to read. Then the sentence gets so independent clause means it has to be completed. It needs to be completed, yeah. Okay. So you understand dependent, independent, okay. So now see. Like we leave this purple marker now, it is only you leave this. Now see there certain something is there, see.
Second, can I can you please let me know when will you use second one? Although I think
ऑल्दो का हिंदी पहले तुम गूगल सर्च करो, हमारा इतना हिंदी नहीं आता। ऑल्दो का हिंदी क्या है भाई, देख लो।
we use hello although का होता है यद्यपि परंतु this kind of meaning of although
हिंदी का क्या होता है ऑल्दो का?
यद्यपि परंतु
परंतु, अच्छा अच्छा। परंतु मतलब लेकिन ना, परंतु इज लेकिन।
Sometimes we speak ना हालांकि बोलते हैं ना हालांकि हालांकि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था. Sometimes we used to speak बोलते हैं ना हालांकि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था. हालांकि ऐसा होना चाहिए था.
Okay. So some words are given. Okay. Okay. I'm scrolling the list. These are certain examples they've given. Okay. Like, yeah. Now see, independent clause plus coordinating conjunction plus again independent clause. Huh? I have not taught you conjunction. Conjunction little bit I need to explain why, because then you will understand the concept better. So my mother is sleeping and my father is reading a book. My mother is sleeping, okay, and my father is reading a book. If I say my mother is sleeping, the sentence is complete. If I say my father is reading the book, then also the sentence is complete. Okay.
Yes. Coordination, conjunction.
Coordinating means they are connecting words which are used to connect the independent clauses. For, I brought it you. Does it make any sense? I brought it for you. It is because for you I faced the trouble. For means a reason is coming in the sentence. Okay. She and my sister, we help them in their work. Okay. Then, but I say you can use all this accordingly. I mean, it's not so difficult. Okay. In Delhi, the doctor, my son is carrying some medicines. I can write to you, but you little bit Google search before you take, huh? I mean, extremely smoggy weather, no, where a lot of throat pain occurs, no, throat pain. It is very severe. You cannot talk also, yeah. Throat pain is a serious issue. Okay, throat pain and stomach severe dysentery. These two are serious things. Okay, so he told me if throat pain persists, I will write to you, send you the names. It is up to you because I don't want that on basis of my recommendation you should take. You can ask the doctor whom you concern. Throat pain, you can take azithral. I give it to my maid and little bit she started okay now. Azithral 500, yeah, Azithral 500 is for throat pain, and Sumo Cold, SUMOCOLD, Sumo Cold is for cough, sneezing, and just like breathlessness and breathing problems. Sumo Cold.
Yeah. I know about Aditya. I also consumed before
Sumo
last.
Cold you didn't take na Sumo Cold. Sumo
Sumo
Cold is
Cold
for
didn't.
cold and cough. Yeah.
Sumo Cold, yes.
Actually, from Thursday onwards, no, the entire day were going on so hectic, no. Actually, night I was late going. I mean, when I went to sleep, it was nearly 1:45. Again, I had to wake up early morning. Today, my son will be leaving. Yesterday, I had to wake up early morning. I went to the temple. So many work. So I don't get time even until and unless my husband goes to Bangladesh. No, I will not give time to sleep. It will be at least till 6:30, 6:45 also if I sleep. No. Okay, and this winter morning I have to take bath early. You know why? Because puja I have to perform because my son will be leaving. So if that place is unclean, no, he will see. Yeah. Early morning, who wants to take bath in the winter? Now I think the winter is not so good. Summer is good. We are not satisfied, actually. Never we are satisfied, na? We say this season नहीं है मैम, वो season चाहिए. अगर बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी भी होगा तो विल से नो मैम, ये तो अच्छा था कि विंटर ही अच्छा था. विंटर में खाने पीने के लिए
No,
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता.
no one is satisfied.
Yeah, we are never. That is the problem of human being. I'm not telling
Yeah.
it matter of weather. Once there's a. I'm just telling you a story just to give a break because constantly this grammar classes become very monotone. And this is also a story you can listen and later also you can interpret to me in some other classes. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman. There lived a fisherman and his wife, and they were extremely poor. Okay, and they lived in a particular village area. Just a minute, my servant I think has come. Just a Once here, what I was telling you. So once upon a time, there lived the fisherman with his wife. You can also say the story. You can repeat the story after tomorrow. I mean, after tomorrow, whenever you're having class, you listen to the story carefully. And this is called storytelling. I mean, few years back, 2-3 years back, I was called by a particular lady who stays in my locality only, and she told me, "Ki ma'am, you please do storytelling session with the kids." So they were very small, I mean, young, tiny kids were this group of 5 to 6. I used to read them, tell them stories. They used to say, I used to do this, but I found that teaching kids is a very serious thing, teaching adults and teaching kids. That is why I didn't want to take that. One day she scolded me that you are dealing with them in this way, and one guardian complained. All of them are not dissatisfied. Some were dissatisfied. Okay, they said that they are extremely weak, and one started crying. So adults will not do all these things now. So I thought my son was, I mean, for my son it is okay because he's my son. It is yesterday I did. If yesterday I got a tuition for class 7. Because teaching kids, you know what the parent, I've taught Hari. Hari will be going to an international school. Okay, he has learned the language. He's saying, my favorite toy is a helicopter. In this way, I'm teaching one sentence, I'm saying another sentence he's saying. And his mom is constantly beside him. So if somebody is constantly in a particular session, you will feel a little bit disgusted, na? You will feel a little bit disappointed. Constantly they're monitoring, you understand? For kids. But you are an adult now, your bhaiya or your brother will not sit beside you to monitor. The academy itself is enough to understand the way I'm giving the class. You understand? So Arman, what I was telling you regarding this question, yeah. What you do, Arman, henceforth you read little stories from the internet and you tell me the gist of the stories. Then also your English, newspaper articles, every time I need not give you the input. You also do something from your own. Every time I am giving you a topic and you are preparing. Why you read the newspaper, telegraph, whatever. You say that, ma'am, today I read a particular article. It may be politics. You always, I will. You are always in the future mode. You are just like my son. I will. You're always in the keeping in the will. I don't want that will. Tomorrow never comes. Do whatever you do, you have to do today. One person just a few days back, he was extremely fat but very nice. He did all the work in the morning. Suddenly in the evening he expired. So that is why they say that long as you live the life, you don't fight. But we rarely follow this principle. No, don't have tussle. Everything is a matter of your past life action. So they say that don't leave anything for tomorrow. If you want to learn, you do it now. So my request is you will get the weekend tomorrow. You read any story from the Wikipedia, any movie story you read. Any movie story you read. Whenever I watch any movie, I read the story. Like I watched Nika a few days back. Nika is a very old and nice movie, okay. Salma Agha and Deepak Parashar and Raj Babbar. I had long passion to see the movie because it is related with my life also in that way. So I saw the movie and I read the story in the Wikipedia before I started seeing the movie. Understand? So my advice is you read a story, you tell me the gist. In this way also your English can improve. You get my point?
Yeah, I will follow.
So why I have to no, because constantly if I teach grammar on the class becomes monotone. That is why that's just a break. Then again I will continue. I will finish it off today. So because only 14 minutes are left. So what happened? Again, let me turn on my recorder. Okay, I want to check. Okay, just a minute. So what happened, Arman? Once upon a time, there lived a fisherman with his wife, and he was extremely poor. They didn't get enough meal to feed their stomach. I mean, only one meal was also not sufficient for them. The fisherman worked hard, and he used to come in front of the pond, and there used to, take out the net. Okay, I mean the particular net will put it in the pond or the lake, and the fishes will just come out. So in that way, he was earning his living. And his wife was also like every day crying and saying that, okay, we are so poor and all. So he was constantly praying and all. This happens in stories. Rarely it happens in real life. So, but God also wants to teach us a lesson sometimes by means of certain stories like Aesop fables, Panchatantra. They all carry a meaning. You understand? So this fisherman, he was weeping, listening to his wife. I mean, seeing his wife crying and every day the same rice and salt and nothing to eat. So he was extremely disappointed that I am working only few fishes. If I sell the few fishes, how much money I can get? Okay. So he was weeping in front of the pond. He has taken out that particular stick and that particular net, fish net. Okay. And he was sitting in front of the pond and he started weeping. And seeing his weeping, the water goddess, we call it Jal Devta, I mean the goddess of water. Okay. The particular deity. She suddenly arose from the water. She was like, appearance was just like goddess Lakshmi. And she asked him that, why are you crying? What is your problem? Then he said that I'm extremely poor. I don't have enough money. I cannot feed my wife properly. We are extremely poor. So uh, then she said that, okay, today you go to your you just pray, you just pray for anything which comes to your mind, you just pray, huh? You just wish for that. So he just prayed that so that they get proper meals at least, huh? Because the stomach are remaining hungry. I mean, they're remaining half fed, na. So when he went to his home, he found to his surprise so much food. I mean, the complete house was filled with lot of different type of food. His wife was also surprised that what happened suddenly. I saw the kitchen full of delicious food. Everything was there. So then he narrated to his wife the incident of this particular water goddess, that she came in front of me and asked me, and I told that I don't get enough money to buy food. And now you see, so the wife was extremely, like, you understand, the wife was slowly, a passion, a desire is coming within the wife, huh? Inside her mind. So then the
Yeah, I
next
think
day
in
she told her, yeah. Then she told the fisherman that, okay, tomorrow when you go, you tell that particular, again you start weeping and you start praying, and then again that particular deity will reappear, and then you tell her that we want a good house. We are staying in a broken heart. Food we can eat, but money we will be getting also to improve your earnings so that we can buy a house. So he listened to his wife's advice. So he went. The same things. He appeared in front of that particular goddess. He was weeping, and then the lady asked her, I mean the goddess, then she told him that my wife wants a good house to live, at least a proper house. The thing is broken. We are staying in a mud house. Give me proper earnings so that I can buy a proper house. So she said, okay. I mean, they show their hands in this way, a blessing. So when he went home, he found that they are staying in a nice house, a well-built house, and the wife was satisfied. Whatever they are demanding, it is coming every day. You understand? So then I told you that whenever you get something, lust develops. So this is called affluence. Okay, this is a particular word. Greed develops. The wife said that, okay, now we have a house, now we are having meals. So now you ask for something more. You say that we should have some servants and maids, and we should the house should be extremely big and beautiful. It should be like a palace. You understand? So the fisherman warned his wife that don't go on for so much desire, because whatever you're getting, count your blessings. You'll be satisfied with that. Because all the people, they don't get the wishes and blessings, na. But his wife has become stubborn by this time. Will not listen. She's saying that when she's appearing, when she's granting you, fulfilling your wish, then why are you keeping ahead? Okay. So as usual, the fisherman was like a puppet in his wife's hand. So he went. He was again crying and all. So she appeared, and then, what do you want? I've given you food. I've given you a good house. Then he said that, okay, very sorry, but my wife doesn't want to stay in this house. She demands a palace. When you make a palace for us with lot of servants and maid. Okay. Then also she said, okay, today after you reach home, you just notice. So when he reached home, he saw that so many servants were standing. He was just welcomed by them. His dress has also changed. Okay. So many of them are paying respect to him. In a palace, who stays in a palace? King and a queen. Okay. So again, the next day, the wife said that we shouldn't stay in this type of restaurant because so many servants are respecting us and all. So you should be a king and I should be a queen. So 4 wishes have been already been fulfilled. You get my point, Arman? 4 wishes have been fulfilled.
already
Okay.
fulfilled, yes, right.
Already 4 wishes have been fulfilled. So when he went, so again he started crying, and then he said, ma'am, is that particular deity that, okay, goddess, you have given us everything, you have given us a palace, but the attire we are wearing, I mean the dress, we are wearing a simple dress. No, I mean the respect we are getting. So what will people think in the society, that we are staying in a palace? So she understood. Say, okay, you will be a king and your wife will be a queen. So till this much was okay. Now in this way they were living. So one day the wife had the desire, and they got, in those ancient times, story, it's a fiction, so they didn't have all this taxi and Uber, on they had chariots. Okay. So the wife felt that, okay, so many servants are there, nothing to do, let me just go for a ride. She went out in the morning, I mean in the afternoon time, and the sun was burning like anything. Okay, the glowing, I mean the burning heat of the sun, it just struck in her face. Okay, and she felt extremely warm, and it was feeling extremely hot. Okay, hot weather it was, huh? Even inside the chariot. So when she reached home, she told her husband, the fisherman, that see, when I went out today, the sun was just glowing. I mean, the burning heat of the rays of the sun was coming to my face. I don't want this. Okay, I just want that as per my desire, the sun should rise. When I go out, the sun should not be there. As per my desire, the sun should set. Okay, okay. The same thing in the evening, the moon will come, and I want to feel okay. I want this moonlight day, moonlit night. Okay, moonlit night or whatever. Huh? And the rainy weather also. If it is too much raining, I cannot go out. Huh? So you just go and tell the goddess that my wife frequently is going on in a chariot outside for roaming in a particular because she didn't get the opportunity before. So as per the way she wants the sun to set in that way. I mean, as per her desire, the sun, if she wants 7 o'clock, the sun has to come at 7 o'clock. You understand? So much lust, huh? So he was himself feeling afraid, but he was like, if you're afraid, no, but you should always be have that much guts to have the face the courage to face the truth. So many freedom fighters have suffered, they gave their life here. So when he went to that particular pawn armor, again he started praying and she appeared. After a long time back, she appeared. She said that I have given all whatever you have desired. I have given you a heart, nice food, palace, servant, everything. Now what else do you expect? Then he pleaded that okay, my wife is understand. He went out and extreme heat of the sun affected her face and she doesn't want that warmth. She is saying that the sun should rise as per her choice, her option, her whims. So she didn't speak any words, she just disappeared. And when he returned home, he found that the same everything has disappeared, the same
Everything.
old poor cottage, and the wife crying, no meals to serve for the family. So the moral of the story is that too much affluence, too much greed, too much lust, too much ambition can kill you. Kill
Yes.
you in the sense that
Yeah,
mentally it can kill you and can lead you to destruction. Because if you're getting something more and more, okay, it can be in aspect of any field, Arman. Why I told you this? Suppose you're getting a lot of help from a person. So you're becoming too much dependent, no? The more help you get, the more you depend, the more help you get, constantly you're going on disturbing him. That is also see, I mean, a matter of negative, I think. Okay, I mean, not getting in materialistic. I mean, suppose that like uh, you're getting some consent from the doctor. So every time you cannot go on calling the doctor frequently. Like we have a family doctor, we need to consult because he's a family doctor. She is related with my sister-in-law. But I really want to disturb him because he's a very senior doctor, very nice, because he looks after us. Okay, for any minor ailment of ours, my son, huh? Now that day my maid had a serious problem who looks after my cat. I was feeling a little bit shameful, you understand? But he spoke in a nice way, he just suggested the medicine. So that is the thing, too much advantage you shouldn't take. It is mentioned in every religious book also. Okay, so theme of the story is that you should not go for too much greed, affluence, lust, and you shouldn't take too much advantage from any person. Up to a limit. If you're giving in abundance to the beggar, you maintain a limit also. You are giving all your valuable jewelry to the beggar, and the beggar became king and you became a beggar. You understand? So you read stories like this and you narrate to me. My purpose of telling you a story, why? So that in this way you can also tell me a story. You understand?
yeah,
Now let us complete the
yeah.
session. Only 3 minutes to go. So let us complete this particular clause. I've already explained to you tomorrow. If I get time, I will mention to you which time comfortable. I will at the evening time I don't want to bother because that is the only day you get free, huh? Whatever we need to do, finish it either in the morning or in the afternoon. So see this. Like I already told you, coordinating conjunction is a joining thing. Okay, when I discuss with you conjunction, you will understand. I have discussed with you independent and dependent. See, independent clause, my mother is sleeping. So this sentence is complete. And with that, if you add a particular conjunction, you make it and my father. So in both are independent here. You can break it in two ways. My mother is sleeping, my father is reading a book. So both are interrelated. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will send you this attachment today.